What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the big preview of football returning. It is Manchester City taking on Liverpool. Proper football is back. Manchester City are back, and we are returning to the Etihad Stadium Thursday, December 22nd, 2022 with an 8 PM GMT kickoff time. It's become a classic of English football. It's City taking on Liverpool in the Carabao. We're looking at the two most successful teams in League Cup history going toe for toe here. Liverpool have got one more Carabao Cup than Manchester City. City will want to put that right once more. It is the Premier League champions taking on the holders of the League Cup, and what a first game back from the Winter World Cup. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel. Plenty more Manchester City content to come. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 100 likes once more is the aim. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by Football Billionaire, who have provided me with the Manchester City board game. If you want to get this before Christmas, I would suggest ordering it very, very soon. But lots of really good fun to be had. If anyone in your family or yourself is a Manchester City fan, you can go and cop this at a really affordable price. Links and details, they're in the description. Thank you very much to Football Billionaire for sponsoring this video. So let's crack on then with this video. And what a massive shame it is that there isn't a little break after the World Cup, so both sides here could be at full strength. Instead, does mean we're going to see a fine mixture of youth, rotation, squad depth and first team players in both sides for this game. Now, this is probably going to feel like a little bit of a friendly game. Both teams are going to be slightly edgy. Both teams are going to lack sharpness. It does happen after a 6-week break. I'm sure no love lost between either side. Both teams will want to win this game. I'm not anticipating this being an absolute fluent classic between both sides, but I do reckon both teams will score in this game. Now, in terms of players missing from the World Cup, we'll start with Manchester City first. City going to be without Kalvin, Phillips, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Phil Foden, Ruben Diaz, Joao Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, and also Julian Alvarez. I want to wish Alvarez a big congratulations and well done from everyone associated with the JSGC channel, with him and his Argentina side winning the Qatar 2022 World Cup. For Liverpool, they're going to be without Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think they're also going to be without Alisson, Fabinho, Henderson. I know a couple of them are already returning to training with the Liverpool squad, but I'm not under the impression that any of these players will be featuring in this game. After all, even if they have returned to training, they've been in training for a day, so I don't think they'll be in contention to potentially start this game, but I could be wrong. Also missing potentially will be Virgil van Dijk, although we've got Nathan Ake returning to our squad, so I'm not sure if Van Dijk returned to the Liverpool training or not. He might have, you never know. And also Ibrahima Konate, who unfortunately lost that World Cup final to Argentina with France. He is out of this game as well. So I am expecting something similar to Keller starting in goal, Milner at right back, and Andy Robertson at left back, and Matip and Gomez starting as Liverpool centre-backs. Badsetic has impressed apparently during a couple of friendly games that Liverpool have played, and he's apparently, according to quite a few Liverpool, I've been reading a lot of their stuff online, so according to a few Liverpool journalists, they're expecting him to be starting as Liverpool looking a little bit short in defensive midfield, so they're expecting him to slot in alongside Harvey Elliott and Thiago. And then up top, I reckon it'll be Salah on the right hand side, Bobby Firmino on the left hand side, and Darwin Núñez starting up top for Liverpool. So a very strong attack there from Liverpool. And they've also got Carvalho as an option. I've not heard any updates on Jota or Luis Diaz, so I presume that they're not fully fit for this game. As I said, Henderson, Fabinho training, maybe they could be in contention. Alisson, Van Dijk, I'm not sure. Could also see Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita feature. And also, very interestingly, a young Scottish lad called Doak has impressed so much that he has been called up to the Liverpool senior squad for this game. Now, Liverpool, they're going to want to get that attacking front three involved as much as possible. Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez and Bobby Firmino, they're three players that can change a game by themselves. They've got a really good attacking front three there. For Manchester City, I'm looking at that midfield. Thiago, Elliott, Bajcetic. I think Manchester City with Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay, Gundogan, I think we can dominate that midfield and really apply ourselves here. So Liverpool will be looking towards their attacking front three. City will be looking towards all the experience they've got in midfield. So we'll see. I'm sure Manchester City are going to need a top-class performance once more from Stefan Ortega Moreno in goal after his man-of-the-match performance against Chelsea in the last round. Manchester City did beat Chelsea by 2-0 at the Etihad in the last round, in the third round of the League Cup. Here, our reward, fourth round match against Liverpool. Liverpool knocked out Derby County at Anfield. They drew 0-0, go straight to penalties. No extra time in this game. If it's level after 90 minutes, once that full-time whistle does go, straight to penalties. And Liverpool beat Derby County 3-2 on penalties. Form, not really looked at it, don't need to. Neither team's played for 6 weeks or so. They've played a couple of friendly games, that's it. Nothing really much else to go on to with that. Liverpool played 2 games. They beat AC Milan 4-1, but did lose their first game back with a 3-1 defeat against Lyon. Manchester City have played just 1 game against Girona at the weekend, which Manchester City kept a clean sheet. We saw goals from Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland, winning 2-0 against Girona at the City Academy Stadium. But yeah, like I said, City's main asset here is midfield. Having players like Ilkay, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne around for our team is fantastic, and I fancy that the winner of this game, I reckon, probably goes on to at least make the final. I reckon the winner of this tie goes on to win the competition at the end of February. We've seen teams already go through. Wolves have gone through, could be problematic. Leicester gone through. Newcastle have gone through as well. Get any of them away from home could be potentially very tricky. However, the only other big side left, Manchester United, they're playing tonight at home against Burnley. So yeah, it is really good warm-up this for Manchester City. We're playing again 6 days time against Leeds United away from home in the Premier League. That is the most important game City have got. We're trailing in the Premier League. We've got to get points on the board, start getting Arsenal under some pressure and start playing catch up to that 5-point difference and start responding from that defeat, that surprise home defeat in our last game before the World Cup, of course, that 2-1 defeat against Brentford at the Etihad Stadium. Now, in terms of team news for Manchester City, Rodri, Akanji, Ake and Laporte, great news, they're all back in training and probably going to be available for Manchester City. It's going to be very interesting to see which team City decide to go for. Are we going to go with experience, or are we going to go with the young players? Because we did see players like Jadel Katongo and Shea Charles start at centre-back against Girona. They've got a little bit more sharpness under their belt than the recently returned Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji and Aymeric Laporte at centre-back, but I think City will go with a bit of experience for their team. So I am going to pop up my team prediction now. It's going to be Ortega, Moreno starting in goal. Ederson, I've not seen Ederson that has returned back to training as of yet, so we're waiting on when that'll be. I'm expecting Ederson to be returning pretty soon, probably at the same time as what the England players do, as he's missing for Manchester City. So I think it'll be Ortega Moreno starting in goal and Scott Carson on the bench. Rico Lewis, I think, will start in this game at right back, and Sergio Gomez starting at left back. I've gone with Akanji and Laporte as my 2 centre backs. Given a bit of rest, Nathan Ake has only just returned to Manchester City training. He could start, he could go in at left back if they want to push Sergio Gomez maybe a little bit further forward or into defensive midfield if Rodri's not feeling up to it. Rodri is one of them players that can just start whenever, wherever he needs to. He's always fit, he's always looked sharp, he always looks good. I think Rodri will start in this game, defensive midfield alongside Ilkay, Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne. Like I said, City go with that midfield. That midfield is Man City's asset there, and making sure that we've got supply to our main man, Erling Haaland, up top. Got Mahrez on the right wing. I think it'll be Cole Palmer starting on the left wing. Like I said, a little bit of youngsters in there. Palmer, Enrico Lewis. Bit of squad rotation in there. Sergio Gomez, Ortega, Moreno as well. And then obviously the first team starters, including the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. So the question will be, which young players will make the bench? I reckon probably looking at Carlos Borges, Oscar Bob, Morgan Rogers as well. Might there be a few more? You would suspect that there will be, because Man City can just about field a well, what I would regard as a full-strength team, just about. Nathan Ake could also make the bench for Manchester City. Now, no bet mate for this game. They will be back for the Leeds game, though, which is fantastic news in terms of betting tips for this game. I do think it will be both teams to score. I can see Haaland scoring any time. I can see Salah scoring any time. Sergio Gomez marking Mo Salah gives me nightmares, but Erling Haaland having a go at a makeshift Liverpool defence also gives me confidence that he will grab a goal, at least for Manchester City. I think both teams will end up scoring in this game. I do think it'll be a pretty clean game, so I'd probably stay clear of card points for this game. So I'm going for Salah and Haaland to score any time, both teams to score, but stay clear of card points for this game. Now, in terms of a score prediction, I think this is going to finish level. I think I can see a 2-2 or a 3-3 even for this game, but I'm not expecting it to be a full all-action game. I think it'll be a game that will see maybe 4 or 5 good opportunities for both teams, and both teams have got quality up top that I can see both teams grabbing at least a couple of goals. I'm going for 2-2 for this game to go straight to penalties. I'm hoping our German beauty Stefan Ortega Moreno will help Manchester City to get through if it is to go to penalties. So I'm backing Manchester City on penalties to win by 4-2. My head does say that I reckon City could do without the Carabao Cup this season. We've got the FA Cup, we've got big Premier League games, we've got a very busy January coming up full of very difficult fixtures. The last thing we need is a fixture pile-up and more Carabao games. So this is a win-win situation, really. City go out, we get extra rest, and we'd be fully prepared for these big Premier League games coming up in January. Or we go through and we've got the potential of getting to the quarterfinals and a step closer to Wembley. Nothing better than watching City at Wembley. I love the League Cup. I love going to Wembley at the end of February, watching Manchester City potentially lift the Carabao Cup trophy as well. It's a brilliant experience. So, like I said, win-win really for this game. There is going to be no watch along, unfortunately, for this game. I'm going to be busy. Got a special video getting sorted instead, which will be released on Christmas Day, my annual Christmas Day special. But I will be back after this game for a review, giving all my thoughts. I will be watching, will be tuning in, keeping up to date. It's just I might miss kickoff, so I won't be able to do a watch along, unfortunately, but that's okay. Sky Sports is the broadcaster for this game if you're wanting to watch this game in the UK. Anyone that is going to the Etihad, I think there's still tickets available, so if you do want to go and grab yourself some tickets. It is few and far between, I think, though. Criteria stayed really high for this one, so there shouldn't be any Liverpool fans in the Manchester City end. They're going to be up in South Stand level 3, so do be careful if you sat below them, as they don't start throwing things at you or doing worse. But both fans have been warned to be on best behaviour. City sent out an email. I presume Liverpool fans have been sent out an email from their CEO as well, saying that behaviour needs to improve, relations need to improve between the two clubs. I don't think there's going to be any love lost there between either side. All I want here, Manchester City to play a good game, get that sharpness up, ready and fully prepared for the Leeds game in 6 days' time. Manchester City, if they could win here as well, would be great prep for that. And there's nothing better, let's face it, than beating the Scousers. It's hilarious. You like to see their meltdown, so come on, City, let's make it happen. So there we go. There'd be my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Score and team prediction for this game. Do leave a thumbs up as well. 100 likes is the aim, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget as well, social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on my TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And lastly, I want to say a big shout out to Football Billionaire for providing Man City's board game. Go and check it out. Links, details and everything there in the description. And thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Nice to have football back and Manchester City back after the World Cup. It's been a long 6 weeks, but I'm happy that we are back with competitive action. Come on, City. Peace. Ciao for now.